just a man on a mission, standing up in a division where I was taught that God would haunt me if I made a wrong decision. Now I'm standing for my voice, it was suppressed up in the ages. It was lost in different music, other people made the pages. It seems the past is still beside me, still the people wanna stare, wanna try to take a shot and try to think that I would care. You wouldn't save me from the vice while you were caught up in the snare. Now you can look up from your prison, you can read this rhyme and stare. I try to sit in this beat and think if I had a choice, if I had stayed there in the past, suppressing out my inner voice. Would making music ever silence words that keep me from the rest? Would I have tried to be a person who could try to be his best? I'm sitting on the sidelines, regretting every single play. How could I be so ignorant? How could I stand to be the same? Would I relate to all the damage people take while in the game? Would I sit there in my silence while I waste my name away? So now you see me. I'm on a path, I'm not the same. I never turn back to the ways that used to hold me. I will never go back to being a slave. Could I have stayed up in a valley where the lambs like to be shaved by petty shepherds who will lead them to a place where they are slayed? They hold the blade upon their neck, they're never asking to be saved. They try to feed up in a pasture that will take them to the grave. I'm only asking for a reason, cause I'm on a busy season. Newer feeding grounds are nearing, newer messages for gleaning. Why would I stay tame to the masses who would never save themselves? They love to boast about the field while they are dying in the drought. If I had stayed, would I have leased upon the future I could see, where I was bound to lose my life to things that I could never be? Would I have stood up to the fools that would mock me to my face, where I was bound losing my pace to thoughts I could never escape? The newer message that I teach to memories that make me weep is that a memory is a lesson and it's truth that you must seek. Remember dying to yourself, daily thinking what they'd say? Can you imagine how you'd be if you had learned on early days? To finally stand up for yourself, to look at things all in your way, to finally think on how you feel, and finally start to get up in the race. I am never turning back and I am never losing sleep to all the names that you would call me, all the stories you could sing, and I will never apologize for standing on my feet. I will follow other paths so you can see the newer me. You think that I would go back, manipulation and strife, no longer tears to get back, anxiety in the night? You really think that I would be so foolish standing next to you? You think that I would be so happy while I'm pandering the few? A newer message I have found, I'm chasing dreams up in the slot. I don't have time to play the games and be a person that I'm not. If I had stayed up in the masses, just a gun to my head, a different case, you would be sharing lifeless corpse in my